just got a little bit of a shiver this morning. Someone's just walked over my grave. I said that to a friend recently, actually. I like had a shiver and I was like, oh, someone just walked over my grave, and she looked at me like, what? Do you ever sometimes forget that like sayings are only sayings in maybe like your particular country or like area? Like not everyone has heard of the sayings that you often say. That's a UK thing, quite a British thing to say, that, you know, when you get that like shiver that just kind of like runs over your body, that it's someone walking over your grave. Don't know why, but it just seems to be something that people say here. But good morning, everyone. I've started on an absolute ramble this morning, but I'm in an excellent mood. I actually woke up quite early this morning and I have such an exciting day planned today. I have been buzzing for this for such a long time. I am heading out tonight to see a musical that I have been looking forward to for literally like a year. I do find that when it comes to particularly touring musicals, you need to book them really, really far in advance. And one thing that I love about living down here in Hampshire is just how many things there are. Like I do feel like Southampton as a city is such an amazing city. Like I feel so lucky to live basically just on the outskirts in the New Forest, to be able to pop into the city centre so easily and have like everything there. We've obviously got West Quay, we've got the Harbour Hotel, which was beautiful, we've got like the ability to get over to the Isle of Wight. Like there is so much in Southampton, which I absolutely adore. And one thing that I do love that Southampton has is the Mayflower Theatre, which is basically where all of the touring musicals come to whenever they come down south. I don't actually know if there's a musical, what's the word, a theatre building or anything like that in Bournemouth. I think this is kind of like the only one that we have down like south down in the Hampshire area, but correct me if I am wrong. But one musical that is coming or has been here this week, this is actually the last night, so we are heading there on the last night, so I think it's going to be absolutely amazing, is Six. Now, one thing you might not actually know about me is I am such a musical girl. Like, I love musicals, but Six is actually a musical I have not seen. And if you don't know what Six is about, it's actually quite a different musical to the rest of the number one. There's actually no interval, which is so bizarre. And number two, I've heard it's almost a bit more like a concert rather than a musical. Like, there is very minimal dialogue. Pretty much the entire performance is just singing and dancing. And they basically said it's almost like going to watch like a girl band, but you basically learn history. So Six is a musical all about Henry VIII's wives, and if you are a British girl, you will probably know all about the Tudors and Henry VIII's wives, because we learned all about it at school. I'm pretty sure at least 3 years running at primary school we learnt about it, so we all know all of the wives. I mean, we all know the rhyme, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. Like, it's such a British thing. If you said that to a British person, they'd be like, yeah, Henry VIII. Like, I don't know why, it's just so ingrained in our culture. And I do think that, like, it's also because Henry VIII literally changed history. Like, he created the Church of England, and that is why the king or queen is at the head of the I was going to say monarchy, obviously the head of the monarchy, head of the church for the Church of England, because Henry VIII literally like changed history by wanting to divorce his wife, which is absolutely nuts. And he ended up having 6 wives, and this musical is all about them. And it sounds amazing. I feel like, especially now that we've got like Barbie fever and all this kind of like empowerment of women and like taking back their stories, which, speaking of, I still haven't gone to see the Barbie movie yet. I feel like I know the entire movie because of how much I've seen online, but I've not actually been to see it. I've not had a chance. But yeah, it's all about kind of like taking back their stories and learning more about each of the women, because obviously the main thing we know about them is that, like, the first one, Catherine of Aragon, got divorced. Like, the second one, Anne Boleyn, changed history by, you know, wanting to marry him and like then was beheaded and things like that. Like, Jane Seymour died of natural causes. She was the only one that had a son. But like, I feel like there's so much more to learn about the women, and apparently it's an amazing musical. So I am really excited. They also have like amazing costumes. Like, they really go for that kind of like girl band vibe, but then they make it like Tudor. So I've had so many people rave about the musical, so I'm so excited, because yeah, I've not been to see it yet, and I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm such a musical girl. I absolutely love musicals. Between the ages of maybe like 14 and 18, I was obsessed. Like, I was heading into London all of the time to go and see musicals. I went to go see Wicked 5 times. I've literally seen it 5 times in total now, which is nuts, I know, but it really is my favourite musical. So I'm very excited about the film coming out, although the controversy around Miss Grande is kind of ruining it for me, so I'm just not going to look at that news. But yeah, really, really excited about the film coming out from Wicked. Some of my other favourite musicals I absolutely loved. Singing in the Rain is such a good one. Matilda was such a good one. Oh, what else have I seen? I feel like I've literally seen almost all of them. Although there are a few I have not seen. Like, I've not actually had a chance to see Dear Evan Hansen or Hamilton, which are two that are supposed to be absolutely amazing. So maybe if they come down to Southampton, I'll be able to watch them, because it's so lovely not to have to travel all the way into London to see a musical. Like, it's so nice to be able to have it a little bit more localized. And I do also feel like the traveling team, I don't really know what to call them, like the ones that are kind of traveling the UK, they often give something different to like the West End team. Like, I feel like it's so nice to see like a different cast, that's the word, a different cast and kind of like different members be able to like take on the role. I think it's so lovely. So yeah, really excited to go and see 6 tonight. I think it's just going to be absolutely amazing. But before we do that, I actually sat down here and I, as you can see, am completely naked with regards to my jewellery, because we have a new haul of pieces to go through. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't quite realize until opening just how many earrings we have in this haul. I clearly was on a little bit of an earring hype when I was doing this haul, but I'm really excited about these pieces and about what I have been adding in, so I can show you all of the different earrings that we've got and we can style them up differently. And I do feel like one thing that I love with Pandora, and I know I talk about this a lot, is how much the pieces kind of like connect with each other. Like, I love being able to wear a bracelet that kind of like links to my earrings, that links to my necklace. I really love like matchy pieces, but they're not always like fully matching. Like, they can kind of be like mixed and matched a little bit, which I really like. So the first pair of earrings, I'm going to just like show you one at a time, I think, is this gorgeous little pair of hoop dangly earrings. Like, these are really interesting. I've not seen anything like them. So they've got this like classic halo, which Pandora do, that you guys know I absolutely adore, and they basically do it in this kind of like huggy hoop design. So it literally just looks like you've got like 2 little hoops linked together. And as you know, I'm a big fan of the halo design from Pandora. I do actually already have this ring, which I haven't actually worn as much recently, but I used to wear this daily. Like, this was my classic Pandora piece. This was like my signature thing from Pandora, and I just thought it would be really cute to have a pair of like matching earrings that I can style up with the ring and that are going to go together really nicely. And I feel like they're quite different with regards to, oh, I just dropped one. They are quite different with regards to other Pandora pieces, because I feel like often you either go for like a full hoop, or you go for a tiny little huggy, or you go for like studs. Like, I just felt like they were so different, and whether you're doing hair up or hair down, I thought these would be really cute. And look how beautifully they go with the ring. Oh my goodness, I'm so in love with them. And what also matches with this, which I again in love with, is their halo necklace. So you can literally wear this as like a 3-piece set, which I really like. So if you've got something special to go to, like the theatre or something, you can wear these all together. And I just think it's so nice when you've got like matching pieces that come in a set. I also think they make great presents. Number one, if you want to like add to someone's collection, I think that's so lovely for like birthdays or Christmases. If like one birthday you get them the necklace, the next birthday you get them the earrings, the next birthday you get them the ring. And they do have a few different alternatives that are quite similar, like with regards to the halo, if I can find it. They also have this gorgeous one, which is like slightly different. As you can see, it's kind of got this like double ring situation, which you could probably wear on like the other hand. Again, do like a full matching set. And then as well as this necklace, they also do another variation, which actually is a bit more similar to the earrings now that I think about it. It's this version, and basically it has the kind of like double hoop situation going on there. So you can either go for like the single hoop, or you can go for the double hoop, which I really like. I think it's just so special that you can like mix and match in this way. And yeah, I think either doing them for like different birthdays, doing them for different occasions, or being able to give them like a full set is just such a special gift for a birthday. So those are the first pair of earrings that I picked up. So the second pair of earrings I picked up is really giving like same but different vibes, which I just think are so cute. So there's a little pair of hoops, but in a stud, which I absolutely love. So I love the fact that, again, you can like style these up together. Do you know what you could do? Is you could even do like the 2 hoops, and then if you've got like a third piercing, you can maybe do one of these studs. As you know, I literally only have 1 piercing in each ear, so I like my earrings to kind of like stand out and be quite special. And I just think these are really special. And again, you know I love my studs. Like, I literally never wore studs before working with Pandora, because I just didn't really think they suited me. But actually, ever since discovering more of the Pandora collection, I've become obsessed with studs. And look look how cute these look together. Like sometimes studs can be a little bit more understated and a little bit more daytime, but I do feel like, especially if you're pairing them with like a really special necklace like this, it really can elevate them and make them look a little bit smarter, a little bit more formal. I also think this would be really cute with hair up, just to have that like little hoop there. I absolutely love it, but obviously with hair down it works really, really well as well, because they're just quite nice and subtle, but still they look so elevated in how they kind of like pair together. Okay, and my final pair of earrings I picked up is this gorgeous stud pair here. Now if you know me, you'll know I already have the circular version of these, the blue sapphire version of these, and the teardrop version of these, and basically the one that I was missing is the square version, and I absolutely love them. They're actually a little bit bigger than the others as well. Let me get out the like the pearl drops are so tiny in comparison. Like look at that. I know it's not going to focus on those because my face is right there, but they are actually quite a lot bigger, and I felt like they just kind of made a little bit more of an impact. Again, if you're cool, you could definitely mix and match. You could definitely style up a few of these together, but I just thought these would be so perfect for kind of like everyday wear. I know I talk a lot, oh I can't find my hold now, I know I talk a lot about like ageless fashion, about pieces that I want to make sure like timeless in my collection, and I definitely think a pair of like diamante studs like this are beautiful. And I actually know my mother-in-law has a gorgeous pair of real diamond earrings, and they look so similar to these. Like you would not know that these were from Pandora. You would think they were worth about an extra zero as to what they actually do cost, but I just think they're so perfect for that kind of like everyday wear, for when you want to just like style up some really classic jewellery but you still want to look nice and elevated. And also they're super comfortable to wear actually. Like I do find studs a lot comfier than like hoops or anything like that, because they're not like heavy on your ears. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of the day and just feeling like your earlobes have been like pulled down all day. So I really like those. I think they are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm going to keep these on today because I just love how classic they look, and I'm going to style them up with a necklace that I've got in my collection that I love, and it's like kind of a matchy necklace. It's the gorgeous square diamante necklace, which again looks so real. I always get questions about where my diamond necklace is from, and I always have to be like, Pandora, and people get so excited because it's so much more affordable than it actually looks. And look how cute these look together. Oh my goodness me, that works so well. I think they also do a ring that's like a square diamond. Maybe I need that. Maybe I need to add that to my collection, that I can have like a full matching set. And I also feel like it's going to go, my goodness me, really well with the beautiful tennis bracelets that Pandora do. I love these, and I feel like that matches so beautifully. I was actually watching, I think it was Lydia Miller recently, and I was really loving the jewellery that she was wearing, and she literally just had on like an individual tennis bracelet, and I thought it was so beautiful because she was wearing it as more of an everyday thing. And sometimes to me, tennis bracelets are a bit more like evening-esque, they're a little bit more smart, but actually this is just perfect for like a little everyday bracelet when you don't want to wear much jewellery. Like I actually might leave it there. Maybe I'll just add a ring. What ring shall I go for today? My goodness me, I'm so lucky that I just have so many to choose from. Honestly, it's my favorite thing about working with Pandora. I know this is super boring, but I'm gonna go with my favorite tangled ring, which I absolutely love. I feel like this works so beautifully all together. Like it's really simple and really understated, but actually so elevated, and that's exactly what I'm wanting from my jewelry. I'm just wanting it to look really beautiful, really simple, timeless and classic, yet the kind of pieces that people stop and like, oh my goodness, where are your earrings from? Oh my goodness, where is your necklace from? And I do feel like though these are those pieces for me. Like I always get so many compliments when I wear this necklace, and I feel like now that I have matching earrings, it just makes it look so much more expensive and so much more elevated. So yeah, that's my jewellery for today. Really happy with it, because until I go out tonight, it's just going to be a simple day at home, so I don't want anything too heavy, anything too much, but we could elevate it a little bit before we head out tonight. Well, if this hasn't arrived in perfect timing, my goodness me, I just kind of embarrassed myself a little bit because I heard something by the front door, like, you know when you can just kind of like hear talking or something, and I was really confused, so I just went out to go and see what it was, and it was the postie walking up my drive, and he must have thought, my goodness me, she's keen, because he was carrying this rather exciting box. Now in here we have a couple of outfit options for the theatre tonight. Now I feel like when it comes to like theatre styling, theatre styling, and I definitely just said theatre then. I feel like people don't dress up as much as they used to. Hang on, I need scissors. Like, I feel like back in the day it used to be such a thing to get like really dressed up for the theatre, and I feel like people just don't dress up as much as they used to. Although saying that, there is quite a big mix, I find, whenever you go to the theatre. Maybe it's also different when you're not in London. I feel like people get a little bit more dressed up in London, but I feel like it is quite nice just to wear like a nice outfit. I feel like my main priority when going to the theatre is comfort, because obviously you're sitting there for a really long time. I mean, 6 is only about an hour and a half, but normally with West End shows it's like 2.5, even like 3 hours. So I feel like it's always really important to be comfortable, but I do still like to look quite elevated and quite lovely, especially if you're going out for like dinner or drinks beforehand. You just want to look really, really nice. So I placed a bit of an order on Revolve. Now, I have not shopped Revolve in such a long time, but I absolutely adore Revolve, and so many of their summer pieces, I feel like in summer they really do kind of like come into their own. I feel like the 2 seasons that I love Revolve most are summer and winter, like the 2 kind of like very juxtaposing seasons. I love the most. I feel like in summer they have so many cute little like dresses and strappy sandals, whereas in winter they have some really like timeless classic, like really like wintry pieces. I just absolutely love it, especially for sparkle season. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We are getting ahead of ourselves. So I thought I would show you what I picked up. So I've got a couple of dresses here and also a couple of shoe options to wear for tonight. And oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. I think this might need a little bit of a steam, but this is from the brand L'Academie, which is one of my favorite brands at Revolve. They stock loads of different brands on there, and some of them are a little bit more like higher price pointed and some of them are a little bit more affordable, and I find L'Academie kind of sits in the middle. They have such gorgeous pieces that are like really, really high quality, really stunning items, but they're not the kind that like break the bank. Like, it's not the most spenny items on the website. But when I saw this dress, I just thought this would be perfect for the theatre. It's like a really beautiful, just kind of like tailored classic dress. It's got this stunning little kind of like puff sleeve detail, which I really, really like. And we also have this kind of open back detailing to it, like a little open back, which I love. I find that so beautiful and summery. I feel like this is the kind of dress that you could wear for so many different occasions. Like, this could actually be an office dress. And honestly, I can't tell you how many DMs I get requesting for like office and workwear outfit inspo. And this would be such a gorgeous dress to wear into the office. If you've maybe got like a really important meeting and you really want to look like girl boss, this would be absolutely beautiful. I love the kind of like A-line detailing to it. I think it's stunning, and the fact that it has like no pattern, no design detail, it's just this like block white. I feel like it's just so like powerful. I really, really like this. So I think this is going to be a real contender to wear tonight. This is absolutely beautiful. And then the other dress I picked up was from, which brand is this one from? I don't remember. They have so many on Revolve, and this to me is a little bit more of a summery brand. Oh, this is also L'Academie. You can tell I absolutely adore L'Academie, and this is beautiful. Again, it probably needs a little bit of a steam because it has come all the way over from America. I believe Revolve is an American brand, but you don't need to pay like import taxes or anything like that. But this gorgeous little like white jersey dress, I just thought this was so, so cute. Very much more of like a daytime dress, but I feel like we could style it up a little bit to kind of elevate it for the theatre this evening. But I just fell in love with the like pleated skirt detail, and I cannot tell you how soft this is. I literally just want to cuddle up in this. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I quite like the fact that this was more of like a creamy tone rather than like a white. Like, this is much warmer, which I quite like. I think it's really, really nice. But even if I don't wear this tonight, this is such a gorgeous dress to style up for the rest of summer. I feel like it's one that's just really easy to wear and really easy to style up. I just love pretty summer dresses that I can just chuck on and like sling about the house, and I absolutely love this. So another gorgeous addition into my wardrobe. And then shoes. I picked up a couple of pairs of shoes on Revolve, and I'm so, so excited about these. They have so many gorgeous footwear brands on there as well. One of which I have purchased from before is Ray, and Ray is like really high quality, beautiful footwear pieces. I absolutely adore them. So I'm in love with these. I'm in love with these. I feel like I've been really missing a pair of these from my wardrobe. It is a gorgeous pair of raffia heeled mules. Oh my goodness me. And that's so handy. They come with a replacement. I've never seen that before. Oh my gosh, they literally come with like a replacement sole, so that if you wear them down, you can replace that. That's amazing. I absolutely love that. But yeah, I saw these online and just thought they were so, so perfect to add into my summer wardrobe. I really felt like I was missing a pair of like heeled raffia mules. I feel like they're so easy to slip on. They're so easy to style up. Any of my like raffia or basket bags would go so beautifully with these, whether it's my Chloe basket bag, my Loewe, way. I think I could style these up in so many different ways, and I just love the fact that they have this like really big chunky block here. I feel like it's going to make them so much comfier. I love the crisscross detail over the top as well, and the like natural raffia kind of like jute fabric. Oh, I'm in love with these. I am absolutely in love with these. And the other pair of shoes I picked up from another brand that I absolutely adore on Revolve, that is House of Harlow. They have so many gorgeous clothing pieces there, but I've never actually bought a pair of shoes from them. But when I saw these online, I couldn't resist. I just thought they were so beautiful. Can we just talk about this packaging? Oh goodness me, they are wrapped up so beautifully. I love it when shoes come with a dust bag. Oh, I feel like the suspense. Oh my gosh. Guys, these are stunning. These literally look like they could cost a few £1000s. Like, they look very Manolo to me, or actually like a little bit, almost like a little bit YSL, but look at these gold heels. These are so special, so special. I absolutely adore how like yellow the gold is. It looks really antique-y, and I love the fact that it has the kind of like crisscross strap around it. If you remember the shoes that I picked up from Hush recently, I really liked the fact that they didn't come around your ankle, and I talk about this a lot, but as a shorter girl, it's really, really important to make sure that your footwear isn't going to like cut you in half. Like, I feel the same with these raffia mules. It's great that they don't have like a strap around the ankle. It's so important to basically let your foot kind of blend into your ankle and up to your leg. It really helps to like elongate your body and make you look taller. So I love the fact that it does have this kind of like criss over strap, but it doesn't like suffocate your ankle. It doesn't kind of like stop that elevation and elongation of your leg. But just look at those. They are so, so stunning. They are perfect for summer. I feel like for any kind of like weddings, any special occasions that you've got. I'm not sure if they're going to be too much for tonight, but we're definitely going to have to try them on and style them up because they are just absolutely gorgeous. Oh my goodness me. This dress, I've tried on the jersey dress at first because I just loved how like cute this was. I loved how flowy it was, and it's such a different like silhouette to what I normally go for. Normally I would steer so clear of this it's kind of like bustier. What's the style, or what's the name of this style? It's that very kind of like Jane Austen era kind of style, because I would worry that it would give me like the biggest hips and not the most flattering silhouette. But the way that they kind of like dip the hem, it is so beautiful. Oh, this dress is just gorgeous, and it is so comfy as well. Like, it just sits so beautifully that you don't really like feel it on your skin. This is going to be a perfect holiday dress, a perfect heat wave dress if we do, fingers crossed, I have another one here in the UK. This is just absolutely stunning, and I'm just wearing my normal bra with this, and it sits really nicely underneath the dress. And I've actually styled it up with the gorgeous raffia mules, and look at these. I believe I picked these up in a UK 3 or a 36, but I will leave them links down below along with the size just in case I've got that wrong. But they fit perfectly in size, and I love how they look, especially with this dress. I feel like they really elevate the dress. I mean, oh my goodness, look at the way the skirt moves. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I feel like this looks very Isabel Marant, which is absolutely stunning, and obviously a lot more spenny than Revolve is, than Academy is. But yeah, I just love the way that the mules pair with this. I feel like the crisscross detailing is just gorgeous on them, and it's just like such a summery vibe. Now, they are quite high, but because they've got such a like chunky block heel, I actually think these are going to be perfectly okay to walk in. I feel like these would make great wedding guest shoes as well if you've got a summer wedding coming up, because obviously the chunky block heel won't like go into the grass, or like you're not worried about twisting your ankle or anything like that. So I really love them, and love the fact that they're super easy to slip on and off because there is no strap, and they are super elongating on your leg because they show that little bit of ankle. I really do feel like it makes all the difference. So in love with this dress. I'm not sure if this is the right dress for this evening. I feel like it's just too lightweight and too kind of like daytime, but it is a gorgeous dress nonetheless, and I definitely think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of this summer. Oh my goodness me, would you look at this dress? Oh, this is absolutely stunning. This is so much more formal than I was actually expecting it to be. Do you know what? I think this would make a beautiful bridesmaid dress. I know it's such a trend at the moment to have your bridesmaids in white, and I feel like this would be so gorgeous, but it also makes a stunning like evening dress, a gorgeous office dress. I feel like this is really versatile. Love the puff sleeves. I love the fact that the neckline's a little bit higher. It just really gives you that kind of like ability to show off your jewellery with it. And look at the heels. Oh
my word, these are stunning. I'm not sure if they're a bit much for tonight, 'cause as I said, I feel like people don't dress up for the theatre as much as they used to, but these are like the most stunning, like Cleopatra-esque heels. I am absolutely in love with these. I feel like for any kind of like events I've got coming up in summer, again for a wedding, these are just stunning. I love how they look with the dress as well. If you are looking for like a bridesmaid's dress, this, I've got the outfit sorted for you. I have got the outfit sorted. I think this might be the dress I wear tonight actually, because it's super comfy. Like, it's not too tight on my waist or anything, but it's just like really elevated and really comfy. But not sure if we've got the right shoes. I think I might change that up a little bit. We've got it. Outfit of the evening. I've got the little Ray heels on because I just think these look really, really cute, and especially with my Loewe basket bag. I love how they pair together. I love how like the raffia and the Duke just pair so, so beautifully. And the great thing about the Loewe basket bag, can you see? I can fit snacks in there. Because we always need snacks for the theatre. So yeah, I definitely think this is going to be my outfit of the evening. I am so, so in love. I'm not going to lie, I actually think I'm going to keep the jewellery as is. I feel like the simplicity and like understatedness of the jewellery works so well with the simplicity of the dress. The fact that they are just like timeless and classic. I mean, is this not just the epitome of an old money style outfit? I am so, so in love with it. I mean, just look at the neckline. It's so beautiful and warrants itself so well to the diamante necklace. Like, these literally look like real diamonds to me. I am absolutely in love with them, and especially paired with a tennis bracelet. Like, this to me is giving such like Sophia Richie vibes. I'm really happy. So before we head out tonight, I'm just going to do a quick little makeup top up, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been out in the garden a little bit today and I was getting a little bit sweaty because the sun actually did make an appearance today, which has been very, very lovely. I feel like we've had such weird weather recently, like it's so ad hoc. This is, by the way, the NARS Orgasm the NARS blush stick, which I really, really like. You can actually use this on your, oh, I might do a little bit on my eyes as well, just to kind of give a little bit of a flush of pinks. There is nothing I love better than kind of tying my makeup all together. You know, I love to tie my jewellery all together, and I also love to tie in my makeup. So I love using the same products on my eyes as I do the rest of my face. That looks really, really nice. I love that. And then, because we want to bring it all together even more, I'm going to top it up with the, why is my hair today? Oh, my hair is just not staying back. Because you'll probably have noticed I've been doing lots of different hairstyles recently, because I'm not going to lie, my hair is driving me nuts. I've still got a few weeks until my hair appointment. I wasn't able to get anything booked in any sooner, just because of how busy my hairdresser is throughout summer, and like, he's very, very high in demand, and I wanted to get a cut and colour at the same time. So I've still got a couple of weeks to wait, and it's just getting so long. It is driving me nuts. But I'm going to use the NARS Orgasm Lip Butter just to tie in all the shades together, so we kind of have like the same shade of pink running through the face. I always love it when everything matches together. So that is my outfit of the evening, ready to go and see Six the Musical. I'm so, so excited about tonight.
Good morning, everyone. The sun is shining. I'm up bright and early and I am in the best mood this morning because I have not stopped playing all of the songs from 6 on my headphones. So like genuinely, I went to the gym this morning, I had a bit of a workout, and I have literally been like dancing along to the songs because they were just incredible. I actually think the end song is my favorite. It's just like 5 more minutes with 6, and honestly it was such an amazing musical, like really, really different to anything else that I have seen. For example, they literally encourage you at the end to get up, to dance, and to get your phone out. Like they let you film it and they let you like record it like you would if you were at a concert. So it really does feel like, especially at the end, that you're attending a concert for like the 6 wives of Henry VIII. It was just incredible. Like every single song was so different and every single song had like something to give. I'm not gonna lie to you, I cried at Jane Seymour's song. I am such an emotional person. I mean, I am due on my period, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm kind of crying over anything at the moment. Like 2 days ago, I literally cried because I had to go and put petrol in my car. I literally came in the door and Alex saw me, he was like, are you okay? Because I just looked really sad. And I burst into tears and he was like, what's wrong, what's happened? And I was like, I'm out of fuel, I'm gonna have to go and get petrol. And he was just like, okay. So I'm gonna blame it on that, but it was actually a really emotional song, and every single one of the singers, they were just incredible. And I didn't realize how empowering to women this musical was, in the sense that apparently the entire band is female and the entire backstage crew is female. So it really is giving Barbie vibes with regards to how kind of I just don't know what happened there, but with regards to how like empowering it is and just how like supportive it is of women. It really was an absolutely incredible musical. I was so in love with it. I have to say, I think Anne Boleyn's song is my favorite because it's just so funny. Like she was such a sassy character, and she's like, her song is all about like sorry not sorry, and then obviously she gets beheaded and the whole song is like, don't lose your head. It's so funny. Like I was laughing, I was crying, and they did it pretty much all through music. Like there was barely any dialogue other than kind of like at the end when they basically made the realization about the fact that they deserve their own stories. Like, so the whole premise of it, kind of like backtrack a little bit, the whole premise of the musical is that it's a competition. It's like a singing competition to basically kind of try and find a winner of who had it worst and who basically had the worst life because of Henry VIII, which is quite funny because they're all kind of like laughing. Like the one of them was about like, oh, you know, Jane Seymour's like, oh, you know, I died before I could see my son grow up and it's tragic, and Anne Boleyn turns around and is like, well, at least you've got your head. Like it's so funny. Like the humor is just absolutely brilliant. It's quite cutthroat humor, which I absolutely love, and all throughout the kind of play, the musical, it's all about like talking about their stories, talking about their journeys, kind of how hard they had it, and then right at the end they basically make this discovery about like, we shouldn't be like fighting against each other, you know, we're women, we need to like bring each other up. And actually you do learn quite a lot in the musical as well. I find it so interesting that obviously we do know these women, and they do make like a whole skit about the fact that they turn to each other and she's like, do you know who Henry VII's wife is? Do you know who Henry VI's wife is? How about Henry V's wife? Like, no, they only know our names because we are one of 6. So like that's kind of celebrate each other and pull each other up because of that reason, and I just absolutely love it. So like in the beginning of the musical they all talk about the fact that they are 6 wives, and then at the end they just talk about how they are 6, and it's like, it's just such a like full circle moment. It was just absolutely incredible. So if you get the chance, if they are touring near you or you're able to head into London to the West End, I would definitely recommend it. But the cast of the travelling version were just absolutely incredible. Like they were all such amazing singers, they had such power in their voices, and they were just so incredible, so incredible. I don't know how they do it because they were dancing, singing, and being absolutely amazing all night. And one thing that I didn't even know was a thing, which kind of just blew my mind, I thought was absolutely amazing, is that some people actually came dressed up as the characters. Like they did a bit of a cosplay of the 6 characters. So they kind of like would choose their like favorite wife and dress up as them, because they each have their own almost like uniform, I'd call it, and they all have like their own colours. So like Anne Boleyn is green, Jane Seymour was blue, and they would like wear, so like Anne Boleyn had like space buns, so like they'd wear the space buns, or they had not Catherine of Aragon, Catherine Parr had like this like really slick back pony. She was like pink, so a lot of girls were looking like that, and it was really cool to see so many women and girls dressed up as the characters and just like really celebrating the musical. I think it does have quite a cult following, so yeah, it was absolutely incredible to go and see it. And I'm not gonna lie, we're already thinking about going back to see it when it comes back down to the Mayflower in Southampton next year, because it really was such an incredible performance and such an incredible show, and I literally just came away like, you know, when you just feel euphoric, and I've not stopped singing the music since. So it definitely recommend going to view it. One thing that you probably don't actually know about me, and I was talking to Alex about this last night, he's like, it's such a like funny fact about you, like, you know, when you get put into situations where they like tell us an interesting fact about you and you never know what to say. This is actually quite a good one that I should definitely use, and that is that I actually used to be in pantomimes. I was in 3 pantomimes down here in Southampton for 3 years running throughout Christmas, and they were so much fun. My goodness me, it's bright. Let's go and sit over here. They were so much fun. I absolutely loved being in them, but basically I was a part of the kids, is it called the chorus? I think it is, like the kids chorus, and I was a part of, first of all, it was Cinderella, and then it was Peter Pan, and then it was Aladdin. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I was kind of the dream for the producers, because I think I've spoken about this before, but when I was little, I was tiny, and like I always looked about 2-3 years younger than I was. So I was about 8 and looked about 5. People would always get confused about my age, and it's why people always thought I was a twin with my brother, because he was 2 years younger than me, he looked his age, and I looked his age as well. So obviously I had the kind of confidence of like an 8, 9, 10-year-old, but I always looked like a 5, 6, 7-year-old. So I think they absolutely loved me, and I loved performing on the stage. So in the first year during Cinderella, I actually got like an extra role. I was Thumbelina. I got to do like a little handstand on stage. I could do a little cartwheel. I chatted to the characters more. I was a part of like the band that they had, and had like a little triangle. It was so much fun. And then when I did Peter Pan, I was actually Jane. So first of all, I was one of the lost boys, but then right at the end when Wendy's all grown up and she has her children, she's got her daughter Jane, and I was Jane, and I got to fly. And that was one of the most amazing moments. Like, you know, moments that are just like core memories for you. Being able to fly on the stage is such a core memory for me. It was just, it was absolutely incredible, and every single night that I did it, it just felt euphoric. Like, I absolutely loved it. I loved performing. And then in the 3rd year, I was in Aladdin. By that point, I was starting to get a little bit older, so I didn't quite get as many of like the main roles, but I just loved doing it. And sometimes I look back and say to my mum, like, I don't know how you did it with us, because it was a lot in terms of like the commitment, the rehearsals, and then I would have to sometimes be taken out of school as well for like the matinee performances as well. But with regards to like the kids, there's basically 3 groups. You either get put in like group A, group B, or group C, because obviously in terms of like working, you can't work as like much as the adults do, so they rotate the kids every single night to make sure that you're not working too hard, and you only do like, I think it's like 3 or 4 performances a week, whereas obviously the adults do like 12, 14 performances a week. So yeah, it was just absolutely incredible. I did it around Christmas time, and it's always such a fond memory for me, because just that like euphoria that you feel, that buzz you feel, especially after like the applause from the audience, when you get like a standing ovation and they all give you like a massive applause, and you just feel so like happy and so euphoric. And every time, even now that I go and watch like any kind of like plays, pantos, or musicals, it just takes me back to that time, because it really was such a special time, and it's one of those memories that I will always cherish. And yeah, it's such a funny fact about me that I feel like is so random to be like, yeah, did you know that I was in pantos, I got to be Jane, I got to fly. It's so funny to say. But yeah, I was just talking to Alex about it last night, and I was like, I bet like no one knows that about you. And I was like, yeah, I don't really think it's something I like share very often, and when I do, people always are like, that's so cool. And I'm like, yeah, it was actually, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. I feel like I have been the world's worst vlogger today, so I'm very sorry, but to be perfectly honest, it's just been such a lazy Sunday. It's been really lovely just kind of like disconnect and recharge. We actually had a little bit of sunshine today, so we decided to head out into the garden, just give it a little bit of like maintenance. I feel like I've not had my gardening mojo for such a long time, because I think I have mentioned about I am quite a fair weather gardener, so I always like it to be nice and sunshine whenever I head out there. But I'm gonna do my skincare for the evening. Do you know what I've been loving recently? This Curel. It is the Deep Moisture Spray, and it is absolutely amazing. I really love how fine it is. So it says it's an ultra fine moisturizing spray with ceramides for instant hydration. It fortifies and restores the skin, leaving it replenished and soft. So I have been loving this recently. I know I'm about to take off my makeup, but you know what, I'm just gonna give myself just a quick spritz, because it is so lovely. And then in terms of my current cleanser. I've fallen back in love with this. This is the SkinCeuticals Blemish and Age Cleanser. I kind of hate that I've fallen in love with it because SkinCeuticals is so spenny. Like, it's really, really expensive. But especially when I have like breakouts or anything, like I've had a couple on my cheeks recently. I've had one there and like one there. And I always find whenever I start to have any kind of like breakouts or anything like this, this is the best cleanser just to kind of like calm my skin. And then I'll use a toner as well just to make sure that it's really clean. There's no kind of like residue left of makeup, and then I can start afresh with my skincare. So I'm gonna get my makeup off, get my jewellery off, get into comfies. Alex is cooking tonight and I'm really, really excited about it. So I think it's just gonna be a lovely chilled evening on the sofa. So I'm gonna leave this vlog here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you got to the end of this video, comment 6 down below in your comments. I always love knowing who gets to the end of my videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.